So let's talk about the cow herd here at Tullamore Farm. 80% of our cows are first cross Limousin from the dairy herd, and the reason we've gone for this cow model is based on results from research at Teagasc Grange, where the Derry Patrick herd has Limousin Friesian cross cows, and these cows are weaning 31 kilos heavier than suppose your typical continentals, your Charlies, your Smentals, and that difference comes right through to slaughter in about 9-10 kilos of an increased carcass weight. So that's simply why I went for that type of a cow. We use just 7 source herds when bringing the cows in, so as to minimise the chances of bringing in any undesirable diseases. Now the herd has an average replacement index of 115, so we're in the top 10% in the country, and 23% of the cows are actually over 143, which puts them in the very top percentile of suckler cows in Ireland. The reason we've gone for this high index model is that we are aiming here to sell a high index replacement breeding heifer in times of April, May to suckler farmers around the country, so we're not keeping on the heifers here on this farm. I suppose the reason behind this is that we don't really see the necessity for guys to try and breed their own replacements when they have small herds, you know, 10, 20 cows, that they can run a simple terminal bull and let us worry about breeding replacements for the suckler herds around here. So we're very strong for milk, as you can imagine, so we have a daughter milk index of 10.2%, puts us in the top 1% of the country, and our carcass weight is quite low, so it's 9 kilos our carcass weight figure, so that's probably bang on the national average, and we're trying to do a 16-month bull here, so probably a bit lower for what we'd like for that sort of a system. So what do we need in our sire choice? So we've looked at the cows, our sire choice now, so we need maternal, we need high index sires, because obviously we're going to be selling a high index heifer, but we need that beef coming through as well, we need a terminal sire too. So we purchased 3 stock bulls, 2 Limousins, so Tom Ryan and Kestrel and Newtown Luke were 2 Limousin stock bulls we purchased. They're both up around 150 plus for replacement index, but they're probably weak in maternal traits in terms of milk, in terms of, well, they're alright for fertility, but I suppose we have the milk in the cow already, and crucially these 2 bulls are very, very strong terminally, so their carcass weight figures are up above the 45 kilo mark, which is good. For our heifers we purchased an Angus bull, so our Angus bull is Downowny Knoll. He's very easy calving, so he's 2.3% calving. So we set ourselves 2 thresholds. For heifers it's 3% maximum calving difficulty, and for mature cows it's 8%. But we bought these bulls young, so around 16 to 18 months they come in here, going working 120 cows. We said too much for them. So we did 3 weeks of AI here. 3 weeks of AI, and we served 77% of the cows that we could have served were served, and 65% of those held, so we had a successful AI season. The bulls we used for AI, we used Aurach de Tour PP, who's a popular Pole Smental bull. He's strong in milk, so his daughters off those Limousin cows will be really nice heifers. We use Zag, the famous Zag Limousin bull, Castleview Gazelle. Very, very strong maternally. He's got 150 euros of maternal index plus. Again, not strong in milk, but that's there in the cow already. And then we use Clondroon Calling, QCD, another Smental bull, very, very strong for milk and very strong maternal index and good carcass weight figure, so that was good. On the heifer end, we use RGZ, Turbid Gizmo, and we used, what did we use? Ulster, Solaire bull. Again, both really, really low calving difficulty, so less than 3%, and high reliability to go with those figures, so that's crucial. We need reliability when we're using bulls on heifers. I saw on farmersjournal.ie that we ran into some problems with an infertile bull, so when the bulls went in, Ger noticed there was a lot of repeats in one group, one of the Limousin bulls group. We fertility tested 2 of the bulls. One of them was very weak and one of them was infertile at the time he was tested. So we pulled that bull out. We tested him. He was all right for everything. He was all right for minerals. You know, we hadn't done him too well in terms of concentrate feeding beforehand. So he was stood down. A week later he was tested again. He was still infertile and the other guy was all right. So Ger resumed AI. It'll kick us back a few weeks. We'll have lighter weanings next year from the group of cows that repeated. But I suppose it's an important lesson that we can't just let a stock bull in and expect him to do the job. Like, those bulls were fertility tested beforehand. Thankfully he is insured through the Limousin Society, so he will get the price of the bull back. But look, he's not insured for the cows that slipped and stuff, and for the lighter weights we'll have. So again, it's a lesson out there.